Needless to say, we literally wouldn't be a family without the Warner.
I love the Warner Theater. For without the Warner Theater, our lives would be totally different.
Torrington was synonymous with the Warner to me.
What can I say about the Warner? It has been one of my most rewarding experiences in my life.
For many of us, this was a family experience.
Children, their parents, their grandparents, their aunts or uncles.
I loved it in the 90s. I still love it today.
You know the choreography worked when the audience claps for them.
The Warner's more than a building. It's a historic landmark, one of the last Warner theaters in the United States. It's a place where dreams came to fruition, along with the creation of a family. Hi, my name is Joanne Labruto. I was Secretary of the Board of Directors of the Northwest Connecticut Association for the Arts from 1980 to 1990. The Board of Directors secured 2 mortgages in its drive to save the Warner, a $75,000 mortgage from Torrington Savings Bank and a $30,000 second mortgage from an anonymous citizen. But it was the community that brought us over the top by donating $32,000 over a 2-week period of a capital campaign. Once the theater was secured, $11,000 was raised from the community over a weekend telethon.
Of that $132,000 in purchase money, about $27,000 came from personal donations. That represents $1 for almost every resident of Torrington. And the momentum didn't stop. Renovation money was still needed.
We're trying to get that roof fixed on the Warner, and we're counting on you to do it.
It wasn't an elaborate coast-to-coast setup like you see on Labor Day. Laurel Cablevision has only 16,000 subscribers. But over one weekend, those viewers chipped in another 12,000 in pledges.
Awesome. Really awesome.
Because of poor attendance and rising costs, the theater has been dark for almost 2 years. As part of a work experience project, these students from the Oliver Wolcott Technical School will be restoring the historic theater.
People have come out to offer expertise in all kinds of directions that we need very much. There's a huge reservoir of emotional response to the fact of the building coming back to use.
On December 1st, 1982, the deed of the Warner was signed by me, Secretary of the Board. Now the goal was to open the theater. Once again, it was the community that was influential in accomplishing this.
I made my theatrical debut there as young Scrooge in Scrooge the Musical in front of the Warner's illustrious 1,756-seat auditorium. And I cannot tell you how impactful, magical, and inspiring it is than to be a young performer stepping out on that stage in front of an audience of that size and realizing, wow, I'm actually doing it.
My daughter Brooke and I did our first show at the Warner in 1990, Fiddler on the Roof. In 1991, we both auditioned for Annie, and she was lucky enough to get the leading part.
Hi there. My name is Patrick Hearn, and I just wanted to let you know that I've done many shows at the Warner Stage Company over the years. 3 in particular. I was in the 1995, 1999, and 2003 productions of The Wizard of Oz. I played the Tin Man. We had 1,600 people in the theater every night, and after the end of every show, the main character stood in line and we greeted all the children, and they loved it.
I auditioned for the leading role in Oklahoma and was cast as Curly. I had not seen the stage or the auditorium until the first rehearsal. So I had no idea that I was going to be performing for over 1,600 people.
And I met all of the wonderful people at the Warner Theater. And they were, from other walks of life. They weren't professional actors or set builders or costume designers, but they were there for the love of the theater. It was like a family.
We had a cast of over 90 theater volunteers, and I had never felt such camaraderie and support in all my years of performing.
Just standing on that beautiful stage and looking out into that gorgeous Art Deco house. It's exhilarating.
It was about having the right person at the right time. That was Jimmy Fritsch. He basically started the magic on the Warner stage by bringing the Summertime Players, which he directed many times, down Route 8 from Winston to a much bigger playground.
In 1989, I was a 6th grader. At this young age of 12, my private drum teacher recommended me for the Warner Orchestra. As the youngest orchestra member they had ever seen, I can remember feeling confident but terrified. It would begin a journey that has shaped my life. For the next 25 years, I played for almost 30 shows, but all for the reward of being one small part of each magical night. All those years of watching in amazement the incredible talent that captivated audiences and colleagues alike was a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
That was the beginning of the 12 shows that my daughter Brooke and I did together at the Warner Theater. She got a call from Disney and was offered the role of Belle in Beauty and the Beast in 2004. And she was Belle on Broadway for 15 months.
And I have the Warner to thank for the fact that I continued to pursue performing professionally, eventually making my Broadway debut in the Book of Mormon at the Eugene O'Neill Theater in New York.
It is from this experience I offer my perspective on the importance of planting and nurturing the theatrical seed. The school plays in elementary, junior high school, or high school are the primary sources for planting that seed. The next step is to fertilize that seed, and quite often this takes place in the community theater experience when it is available. Community theater provides the farmers. Professional theaters must offer the seed.
The generosity of the people who contribute their time and energy, the things that community theater gives to the community, which makes the Warner part of the essence of the community.